You're breathing for. Yeah. Hi everyone, it's Miss Cindy. I am here with a bi-weekly story time. And my first question is, do you remember 2 weeks ago what our story time was about? I'll let you think for a second. I read the book Moon Dragons, and then we made a dragon craft. But while we were doing that, I was telling you about, first of all, this sign that you could come and pick up, which we have plenty left. So we hope you'll come and pick up a sign when you come for curbside pickup. But the star of the show was this pink 3D printed dragon named Nicey. Yeah, see, I remembered. And that's something that you can win during our summer learning program from LTI upstairs by doing some of their quests. So make sure when you sign up for the summer learning program, you look at all the possibilities to earn raffle tickets or drawing tickets to win that. I wish I was a kid and I could try for it. Today's story time is going to be all about seeds. So I'm going to start by reading a book called, appropriately, Seeds by Carme, Lemnisates. I'm not sure how that I could say that right. And this book is published by Candlewick Studio. So the illustrations must also be by her. Let me start, and then we're going to have a surprise. So stay with us, please. Is this the first page? Yes. Seeds carry the power of life, so they embark on amazing adventures. Some take off to distant lands. Others wait to be carried to their destiny. Once they find their place, seeds go through breathtaking transformations. Seeds have the power to multiply in number. One pumpkin seed brings dozens of pumpkins. And each pumpkin brings hundreds of seeds. Seeds have the power to multiply in size. The tiniest seed in the world sprouts a beautiful orchid. I didn't know that. Seeds have the power to grow in difficult places. They can thrive despite all odds. So even in concrete, sometimes if a seed gets in there and gets just the right amount of water and sunlight, it will grow. When we sow a seed, we take part in this amazing cycle. And we can plant many different kinds of seeds. A smile is a powerful seed. One that can bring joy and friendship. But there are also seeds that bring anger and misunderstanding. When those seeds grow, they pull us apart. Seeds can only bring what they carry. Pumpkin seeds bring pumpkins. Kindness seeds bring kindness. You have lots of seeds, and you get to decide which ones to plant and which ones to help grow. Seeds have whole worlds inside them, just like you. The end. And now, for a special treat, I would like to introduce Kathryn, who's going to come over here and talk about the seed library that she has started and how to begin a garden. Thank you, Kathryn.
Thank you so much, Miss Cindy. Well, we have an activity here for you today that I thought would be lots of fun for you to get started planting. It makes planting a little bit easier, and that is to make a seed tape. So, why would you want to make a seed tape? Well, when you make a seed tape, it makes sure that the plants that you grow are spaced properly. There's not two of them right here and one of them over here. It minimizes the waste, because if seeds are too close together, they can't grow properly. You can make them in advance. You can make them in the winter when you don't have anything ready to do or anything else to do, or you're just dying for spring to come. You can think about spring by making a seed tape, so that's kind of a fun activity early on. And it actually eliminates the need for thinning. If you put too many seeds in one row, you kind of have to go back later when they've sprouted and thin them out. So doing it on a seed tape eliminates all that, and it's just kind of a fun activity for you to do. Well, what do you need to make a seed tape? Well, you need some kind of paper. You could use, this is just a newspaper, you could cut that into strips, and that works. You can use paper towels. So that's paper towel would work. I always like to try to reuse things. This is just some tissue paper that I had in a gift bag. You could cut that up. Today we're going to use toilet paper. It's kind of precious and in short supply these days, but we're going to use it anyway. So this is just some ordinary toilet paper, and that's what we're going to use today. You're going to want a ruler because you're going to measure out. Scissors if you need to cut your paper. I'm going to need a pen and a little dabber, and this is just some paste. This is flour and water. It's equal parts. I used about a tablespoon of flour and a tablespoon of water, so it's just flour and water paste. You can use ordinary craft glue. I personally don't like the thought of my seeds eating craft glue as they sprout, so I like flour and water. And of course you need your seeds. So I have a variety of seeds here today. I'm going to actually put them out so we can see what they look like. I've got lettuce seed. The type of seeds that are good for seed tape are seeds that need even spacing and need to be spaced fairly close together. It would be kind of pointless to make a pumpkin seed tape because pumpkins need to be spaced 3 feet apart or so. Whereas a little radish, aren't those beautiful? Look at the different colors on this rainbow blend radish. They're small seeds. They want to be about 2 inches apart. Some lettuce needs to be spaced further apart, but some, if you only want to harvest it when it's small, you can plant those close together. Here's some basil. How about a carrot? Carrots are grown fairly close together. I'll just sprinkle those out so you can see what a carrot seed is like. So those are the types of seeds that are suitable. And then I'll just go about making this seed tape. You won't believe how easy it is. So I've got my paper. I could, again, use this, but I've got my ruler. Here is what's really important. I'm going to look at the back of my seed packet, and there on the back, it tells me exactly how to plant my seeds. So this one says they need to be planted a 1/2 inch deep. They need to be 2 inches apart. And you said if you're going to do rows and rows of them, each row should be about 12 inches apart. Okay? They sprout in about 5 days. And you're going to be able to eat them in 30 days, just 1 month from now. If you plant this seed tape, you should be able to have some nice, lovely, juicy, peppery, crisp radishes to eat. So that's going to be really fun. So first thing we're going to do, we spread out our seed tape. We're going to take our ruler, and remember the radishes said they wanted to be about 2 inches apart. So I'm just going to put a ruler there, take a marker, and every 2 inches, I'm going to 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, 8, 10, 12. I'll do that again really quickly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, I think we can get one more in here. Oops. That looks perfect. Okay, now I need a little glue to put on each one of these little marks. Here's my flour and water paste. You could use paintbrush. I happen to have a little syringe here which would work, but I'm just going to use a little stick, stir my little paste up, and try to make fairly neat dabs of glue on each one of my marks. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oops, that one was kind of big. Oh, thank you, Miss Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe should have made this a bit shorter. I don't know. we're gonna have a long, long row of radishes. As simple as that. Now here are my radish seeds. And very carefully, I might just put a few of those in the palm of my hand.
Let's start at one end and I'll start with you.
Oh, okay. And we're just going to put a seed on each one of those little, whoops, I got 2 there, but that's not too important. Oh, 2 there. I'm dropping 2 all the time.
Twins.
Twins, yes. There you go. You get that last one.
Okay.
All right. And some of these look like they could use a little more glue, so I'm going to go ahead and here's what's brilliant. We're going to plant this tape right in the ground. Maybe a little bit more there. The paper is going to dissolve. We're going to wet it. The paper will dissolve, and the worms are going to come and eat it. It's going to disintegrate all the while that the seeds are sprouting. And not only will it disintegrate, the worms will eat it. They'll poo out little nutrients for the radishes to grow. And it will provide lovely, it's only a small amount, but will provide structure to the soil. So now that I have that done, I'm going to just fold it over. That doesn't have to be perfect either. It's just to protect the seeds. And I have seed tape now. Okay? Look at that. I'll have a row of radishes, each 2. There's one that came out. Let's get that one in again. When that dries, I did one here earlier. It just looks like that. Now, I can either write on it, or I think I did with this one, that that's radish. Another thing you could do is make a little row marker, so that you know when you planted something. And to store their seed tape, you could just wrap that around your row marker. And that way you'll know that these are radish seeds. And that's a good place to store them until you're ready to plant them. If you're ready to plant them right away, you can do that too. That's just a fun way to get evenly placed seeds out in your garden. Don't forget, those radishes are going to be ready to eat in just a month's time. How fun is that? So that is how to make seed tapes. Super, super simple. I hope you have fun doing that.
Ms. Kathryn, could you tell them about the seed library and where they go?
Oh yes, of course. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Now, we launched a seed library here this year, and we still have some seeds left. So if you want to borrow some seeds, you can go ahead and do that. At the moment, you have to order them online. You have to go to the library webpage and find the seed library. And there's a list of seeds that we have available, and you can just go ahead and tick those. We'll pack them up for you, and you can pick them up at the curbside the following pickup day. We do run out of seeds on occasion. Our seeds are donated by various companies, and the lovely Loveland Garden Center and Nursery donated a lot of seeds to us. So we're very grateful to them. But we do run out, so we can't promise you that you'll get the seeds that you ask for, but we do our best. So
Thank you.
we have plenty of radish seeds if anybody wants those.
And I just have to say, I am already eating the lettuce, the spinach, and the radishes that I planted from. And it,
you didn't tell me that. That's lovely.
It was less than 30 days. I've been pretty generous with my water. Usually I'm not, but I have very spicy red radishes and then white radishes that are really, really good.
So this blend had some white radishes in.
So
and
I've already been picking those, and probably a rabbit has been helping too. He's been eating my pea plants. Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
Thank you, Kathryn.
Not at all.
I think it's so exciting, and the best part is that people are really using it every day they come to pick up seeds. So
every day.
Yep. Now I would like to end by reading one more story, and it's got its main character, and I just found this today. Its main character in the story is Carl. That's his name. And he is, can you see right here? He is an earthworm, especially since Miss Kathryn brought up worms and how important they are to our gardens. So this is called Carl and the Meaning of Life, very deep. And it's by Deborah Friedman. And I'm going to sit right here, Eric, if that works, and read you a last story. Carl and the Meaning of Life by Deborah Friedman. And where is the publisher? It's published by Viking. Carl was not a bird. Carl was not a bear or a beaver. Carl was an earthworm. He lived underground, moving, always moving, burrowing, tunneling, digesting dead leaves, feasting and casting. That means pooping. Turning hard dirt into fluffy soil day after day. Why? Asked the field mouse, gathering seeds. Why do you do that? Why? Carl did not know why. But now he needed to find out, so Carl stopped making fluffy soil. I'll be right back, he told the field mouse. He spotted a rabbit. Maybe she knew. Why do I do what I do? He asked her. Oh, goodness dear, she said, I do not know. I do what I do for my babies. But Carl did not have babies. A fox appeared. Carl turned to the fox. Why do I do what I do? Asked Carl. Who do I do it for? For whom? Replied Fox. Alas, my meal awaits. I'm here for the hunt. But Carl did not want to hunt. Why are you talking to a fox? Cried a squirrel. Carl was startled. Because the field mouse is waiting and wants to know what I'm here for. The squirrel declared, I'm here to plant trees. Trees are where I sleep. But Carl could not sleep, not high in a tree, and not without an answer for the mouse. So he pushed on. What? And on. Hours turned into days until the soil was no longer fluffy. The ground around Carl turned barren and dry. Who? While he continued to search. Why? That's a worm sigh. But the birds had flown off to find grasses and fluff. The bears trundled away to look for berries. Soon, there was nobody left to talk to. What about me? Called Carl. The clouds were silent. So was the air. I will never find out, he sniffed. Then Carl heard his sniffle echo, followed by a squeak. I can't find any grubs, a voice called. It was the saddest ground beetle he had ever seen. Carl peeked under a stone. No grubs. Then he poked at the dirt. It was hard like a rock. Where was his fluffy soil? Suddenly, Carl knew what he needed to do. I'll be back, he promised. For hours into days, weeks into months, Carl munched, digested, left castings, and tunneled, and turned that hard dirt back into rich soil. You made my seeds grow, said the mouse. Look at all of them. Clover blossomed once again, and the rabbit came back with her kits. The squirrel returned to plant new trees. The fox was lured by the hunt, all of them able to do what they do. How? Well, why not ask Carl? The end. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Check every Tuesday, though, for our story time, okay? Bye-bye.